I'm Steve McCaskill from Tech Week Europe, and I'm here at UC Expo with AT&T's Vishy Gopalakrishnan. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, Steve. Nice to be here.
So let's kick off, and obviously we're here at UC Expo. If you could explain your company's activities around the area.
Right, so at AT&T, the way we're looking at unified communications is we're trying to address three broad market trends. Number one, the fact that more and more of unified communications and collaboration is being delivered mobile first, so we're trying to help clients meet that need. Number two, the fact that video adoption in the enterprise is seeing an increased rate of adoption beyond what used to be just immersive telepresence-based room into pervasive mobile-first video. And the third piece that we're trying to help customers with around UC is to help them collaborate across different islands of collaboration with our federation capabilities.
I mean, a lot of businesses will be using some of these component technologies already. How would you pitch UC to a company that doesn't think they need such tools?
I would say most organizations probably use, like you said, some aspect of UC. They may not call it UC. They may call it, for example, IM in presence, or they may call it web conferencing, or audio conferencing, or video conferencing. What unified communications fundamentally is about, a bringing together of all of these capabilities into an easy-to-use technology from a user perspective and delivering it mobile first. So my pitch to them would be, yes, you're using them, but you're probably using them in a very siloed fashion, forcing your end users to use different tools for different capabilities. And what you want to look at UC is, how do you unify that entire experience across these different technologies?
I'm sure it hasn't escaped your attention that AT&T isn't the only company exhibiting here. What makes your products and services stand out from the competition?
We are very clear about the kind of value that we can add when it comes to our customers' needs around UC. We obviously don't develop the software that goes into the UC stacks. So number one, as a strategy, we've decided to team with Cisco and Microsoft, who are two of the leading players in the UC environment. So that allows us to provide the flexibility for customers. So they can make a choice on whether they want to go down the Cisco path or the Microsoft path, and we can help them globally, depending on whatever model they choose, whether it's on-premise, a hosted, or a dedicated managed environment as well. And we are, again, uniquely positioned in the marketplace with our federation capability. We are the only service provider globally to offer that kind of capability, which again allows organizations to span their islands of collaboration.
And if you could look at your crystal ball and tell me what's the next big thing in communications, and how do you plan to help your customers deal with it?
I would say, the biggest thing that we see happening in this field of UC itself is that the lines between generally what's considered UC and what is generally considered as collaboration, content management, social collaboration, etc., that's going to get increasingly blurred. We see a lot of our customers kind of doing and experimenting along those boundaries as well. So whether it's documents storage and sharing through some kind of cloud mechanism, whether it's intelligent content retrieval, contextual content usage, etc., merging that with UC. And then secondly, and more importantly, the fact that all of these technologies will just be embedded into business process and business applications itself.
Vishy, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Steve.